I thought you were going to mention Juventus and AC Milan and everything.
I told you, Tayo, David Hayes on his road to recovery.
Yes,
so
he is.
whatever opportunity we have to talk about him,
yeah, he just deserves a mention.
It was a fight. Tayo, I like it or not, it was a fight.
He fought nobody. The bodyguard, the bouncer. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Who is his opponent?
The guy is a boxer. He has a record. He has a boxing record. He has a boxing. He was undefeated. He's undefeated.
Yeah,
he was undefeated before.
Do we go back to the league across Europe we were talking about? You didn't mention Juve and everything. No upset at the weekend. You're telling me about David Hean fighting a bodyguard.
He's not going against a boxer. Come on.
Oh, he fought a boxer. Okay,
if that bouncer is standing in front of an event and Tayo, you know, with a proper invitation.
Yeah, because that's his real job. That's his job.
Exactly.
And that's in the ring.
It's intimidating, but David Hayes showed him.
Yeah, second round, right?
Jose Mourinho actually watched.
Well, you know, the funny thing is that David Hayes, since he started his comeback from his retirement, somebody has been stalking him.
Yeah,
Shannon Briggs.
We're gonna get that fight.
Old Shannon Briggs is like 44 now. He's been stalking David Hayes. You know, everywhere David Hayes appears, he comes there, he keeps shouting, "Let's go, champ! Let's go, champ!" And David Hayes said, "You know what? Try and get on the other card of my fight, and maybe if you win that fight, then we might get to talk." And Shannon Briggs also fought that same day. He won first round knockout. Yeah. And in fact, that was not even a fight for me. That's it. And the guy didn't even look like a boxer. The guy he was heavyweight, but he looked like you, Tayo. He was just taller. I was just saying.
We're talking about that. Why would we talk about that?
Do we have time for that?
The funny thing is that let's see Shannon Briggs fight David Hayes. Then after that, we'll talk about David Hayes facing Anthony Joshua and the rest of them.
Fury and the like.
Before we get to the papers,
Alexander is in middleweight.
I know, Chinasa, my guys, they just want us to leave David Hayes. Before we get to the papers, let's run through some of the results from March day 18 of the Nigeria Professional Football League and also the fixtures for March day 19. And that's the story there, Cecilia. I'm sure you're still worried for Kano Pillars.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think Plateau United, you know, you can also give it to them, you know, when you're playing a former champions like this, I mean, it's something you just want to see how you can pick up all points. But Kano Pillars going away from home and picking up a point also is a fair one for them. But the shocking result for me was actually, you know, Sunshine Stars. We'll see that how much is that. I'll just run through all of them. Warri Wolves and Academy Warriors. Warri Wolves, of course, they are not smiling right now after losing to Ikorodu when they came to Lagos. They won this one 3-1. Wicked Tourists and Ikorodu United, of course. We had the coach saying they can go away from home, having the fact that they can pick up 3 points and all that. But at the end of the day, well, they lost 3-0. Abia Warriors and Sunshine Stars. That's the game for me. Sunshine Stars, Dele Olorundare, actually 90 injury time. That was when he got that, and of course they ended 2-1 in their own favor. Abia Warriors, their third loss of the season. They started losing, and of course they're just losing and losing. Losing at home is not pretty at all for them, and that actually dropped them to like 9th position on the table. And Aqua United, of course, 3SC, the one we talked about earlier. 2-0. Ifeanyi Niger Tornadoes just number 1, 2-0. And Eimba, and of course, Nasarawa Eimba, Chimakas was the one who got that one for them. Rangers and Heartland, that game on Friday, I mean, the record crowd was the most interesting thing about it. But the fans started leaving the stadium when they discovered that, look,
there's not going to be a goal.
There's not going to be a goal and all that. I think they were really disappointed in that one. It ended goalless. Well, something you need to expect now. Okay, this was the game, and all the chances they got, by the end of it, just couldn't go in. Yeah. Just take a look at the fans.
The fans turned up once again. This is the second time I was the ball in Rangers. And yeah, it's very impressive. I just hope they're able to actually maximize the match day revenue.
You know, we've been saying it from the start of the season. The fact that the league has gotten better in terms of attendance, play, style of play, officiating, and everything. So I think it's something that will continue. It's not something we're just going to see for a while. I think it's something that's going to continue. Yeah, they'll keep building on this, and before you know, we'll start getting very, very quality Premier League matches. And in fact, the Premier League quality overall will improve.
Daddy and son.
Yeah.
People cannot take their kids.
Yeah, you see, I see couples. You know, you see kids, everybody coming to the stadium, not just in Enugu, but all across the country. So I think it's a good thing for Nigerian football.
It's a good thing because now, to an extent, we're seeing good security at the stadium.
This is Friday night.
Yeah, Friday is a night game. It's at 7 p.m. Wow. So it tells you that, hey, they were really ready for it. And I was surprised that the floodlights, everything, I mean, no hassle, no fans trouble.
This is 2016.
Good advertisement for
Nigeria. This is
2016. We need improvements. Okay. The floodlights, the LMC, the Enugu State people should watch it. we need improvement on the floodlights.
Yeah.
Because it's on TV, you can tell. Yeah, you can tell some
Aqua is
venues
brighter.
are brighter, and so there should be a standard, and everybody should follow it.
True.
Yeah.
But you won't blame them when you have to run a generator.
Good,
Okay.
Good story. Good story coming from March day 19.
We can take a look at the table now, what it looks like right now. Guess who is at the top?
Of course.
Rivers United.
We saw it coming. We saw it coming.
I mean, after the deduction from Giwa and all that, since they're out and everything, deduction of all the points and everything, of course, Rivers United had to just be there, followed by Canopilas, Rangers International, third now, followed by Wiki Tourists, of course, Lobby Stars, and Sunshine Stars of both shooting, and of course, Ikorodu, Air Kanemi, all of them bottom of the table. Okay, quickly, Nigerians Women's League, before we go straight to the papers now. It started this weekend, of course, some interesting results. Whatever.
Finally.
22.
How many walkovers?
Come on, there was none.
No.
Interestingly, look,
Yeah,
there was
quite,
none.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was no walkovers, both Group A and Group B, and 22 goals
how it
were
should
scored. And guess what? 2 away victory. Now, Rivers United, of course, got their own 4-1 in Edo, and of course, you also have another team, Edo Queens, going to Tokas Queens to get a win. That there you have it, Group A, confirmation of all the results. Tokas Queens and Edo Queens 1-0. Edo Queens winning that one. Bayelsa Queens and COD Ladies. COD Ladies, well, okay. Bayelsa Queens, more experienced side, of course, winning 3-1. Nasarawa Amazons and Abia Angels. Nasarawa Amazons winning that one clean, 3 goals to nothing. Oshun Babes, of course, Pelican Stars losing away from home to Oshun Babes 2-0. Of course, in the other group, Group B, the results, Mountain White Doves and Rivers Angels. That's the game they went to begin to collect all the points 4-1. And Capital City Doves and Taraba Queens. Capital City winning that one by a long goal. Sunshine Queens and, of course, Confluence Queens 1-1. A draw ended. FC Robo and Delta Queens, that one ended 2-2. See, most of the games, well, all the games were actually played scheduled for match day 1 of the Nigerian Women's Football League. So no walkovers.
So we're praying that it stays that way.
2 wins, 2 away wins,
This is lovely.
2 draws,
Well done.
22 goals scored. So that was spectacular.
I know, fantastic, Cecilia. Awesome. Let's stay this way. Everybody will be happy. Let's just run through some of the papers, and I will get off the show. Front page of the Complete Sports newspaper. FIFA president congratulates Yobo on testimonial. Remember that testimonial game coming up on the 27th of this month. Van Gaal confirms United exit. Chinasa, I want to get you briefly on this one. You sympathetic about it? I thought he could have just left him for 1 more season.
He hasn't confirmed. He didn't confirm. He just said it's
over.
over. He didn't talk about it. He didn't say if it was talking about his role as Manchester United or the season, because the season actually ended yesterday on Saturday for Manchester United.
He knows it's over.
Nothing has been said yet. It's not official. We've heard reports from everywhere in Europe saying Mourinho will come in. We've even heard some that say that Ibrahimovic will become his assistant player and manager, everything, player manager. But I think until it is made public, we shouldn't just jump into conclusions, because like we said, this is the worst kept secret in football. We've heard to a certain extent that Manchester United had to pay Mourinho about £4 million so that he won't take any other job while they are considering their options. Well, different stories, but until everything comes out on paper, black and white, we can now come out and say this man is going to be on the job.
Should Van Gaal remain based on that FA Cup?
Well, for a club like Manchester United, I don't think, from what has happened, Van Gaal came in to salvage something. The disaster that was David Moyes, they finished 7th. Van Gaal came in to salvage, get regular Champions League football, and maybe later on fight for the league, maybe by his 2nd or 3rd season. He got in 4th place in the 1st season.
Went out in the group stage.
Went out in group stage, and he got to Champions League next season, and he didn't qualify at the end of the season. So for a club like Manchester United, the status of Manchester United, it's not something they would appreciate, finishing 5th after spending so much money. So it's sort of a failure. The FA Cup will not mask the season they had, because looking at the season, the team that won the league, talking about Leicester City, Manchester United, if you go through the season, there were some crucial games they had no business losing that they lost, and if you had accumulated all those points, where they would have been fighting for the league at one point. So I think
what about
cumulatively at the whole of everything, I think Van Gaal didn't do as well as he was supposed to do. So I think he would go.
Okay.
What happened to the young players?
The young players.
that he brought into the...
He was forced because of injuries. He was forced to use those young players. He was actually forced to use those young players.
Okay,
and if talking about let's talk about Marcus Rashford for starters.
Yeah.
If he didn't if he didn't sell the likes of Robin van Persie and Chicharito, because Manchester United had a very poor season in terms of goal scoring. Since 1990, they haven't scored this amount of goals. They scored 49 goals in the whole season. When Suarez got 59 goals, everything total. So. And the fact that you sold two players in Van Persie and Chicharito that would have given you at least a guaranteed 15 goals in the league, at least combined, and you didn't have any replacements for them. Thank God for the emergence of Marcus Rashford. So, on the whole, it wasn't such a fantastic season for Louis van Gaal, and I think he's leaving.
Okay, Sporting Sun. This is a very funny one on front page of Sporting Sun. It says, "Hunger strikes CRCS Eagles minister in soap." I don't know what this is all about.
A lot of food references there. Hunger, soup. What's going on?
And it's actually not the minister that wants the soup. It is Hunger and CRCS camp. Then they get the soup to the players, not the minister. It's crazy. We know this kind of thing. We know when the Olympics comes, the dream team will play football.
Sensational.
That's what's important. Sports Day, please.
Sports Day is the next paper for review before we go. The Matthias, the coach of Nazir with a question mark there, is still out of job. And you think it will be a good appointment for Lazio?
Yes, I think it will be a good appointment, but not just Lazio. There's another team looking at Di Matteo.
Yeah, that's in England.
In England, I think West Ham, or not West Ham, Aston
Villa.
Aston Villa actually looking at that man coming back, and looking at Aston Villa, Lazio, Aston Villa going to the Championship. Except you want to go to the Championship with Aston Villa and maybe win it, bring them back to the Championship. Maybe that would be a challenge for him. But Lazio, on the verge, even on the verge for a past couple of seasons, trying to get into the Champions League and everything. So he might be that man to just give them the push they need. So I think at the end of the day, if he looks at it, he might want to go to Lazio. Remember, he's Italian, of course, and he would want to go home. I think Lazio would be a better choice for him.
And this funny one on Sports Day, Mourinho enters Old Trafford. To set the record straight, he hasn't entered Old Trafford at all. Ibra for Man United job. PSG owns Higuain's contract. Morata won't quit Juve. Arsenal interested in him. And Musa to go for 20 million euros.
Yeah, Musa won the league with his team. Yeah. At least we should mention that Musa and Aaron Samuel for CSK Moscow, they won the league over the weekend.
Israeli league also.
It's good for Leicester to come now.
Yeah.
Leicester come now and
20 million euros.
Just 20 million.
Not if they've won the league, they don't want the Nigerian again. No,
they have speed stars already, so I don't think they would need Musa. They have the likes of Gray. They have some. But
the interest was serious though.
Yeah. Okay. When they didn't get him, they got Gray. So that was what happened, and I don't think they will.
How many games did they play? Well, thank you, Chinasa, for coming on the program.
Always a pleasure to see you.
We're waiting for breaking news today. Jose Mourinho, will he become Manchester United? He said he's going to sign tomorrow. Maybe later in the day, Mai will just give us something to talk about tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Cecilia Omogbe.
Many thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. I'm Taya Salam.
Okay, Cecilia is waiting for that Jose Mourinho breaking news. My breaking news will be, can Lincrest Primary School from Lagos bounce back in season 8 of the Channels National Kids Cup? That one should get you talking. I'm Austin Okonakwan, and everything you do, remember, keep talking sports. Bye for now.